welcome back. Today we are doing another movie review. Yay! Today we are going to be reviewing The Strangers Chapter 1. I give it, hell no, I give it 1.5 stars. Woo! This one was hard to sit through. For an hour and 30 minutes, I felt like it was 5 hours long, and I wish the strangers themselves ended up me during that time. Oh, it was bad. It was bad. Alright, so non-spoiler talk. If you haven't seen the original Strangers from 2008, I recommend you see that. I think that one is a lot better. Definitely watch that first. I will be talking about that movie, so if you haven't seen that movie, I'm sorry, I will be talking about spoilers in it. Otherwise, check it out. That being said, has anyone maybe ever thought of, of saying, you know what? Actually, yeah, Tamara is here. I wonder what the outcome would be. Okay. My biggest thing about this, and I didn't know this, I thought going into this that this was a reboot of the series. So I went in thinking, oh, okay, they're just gonna reboot it and it's going to have, more modern day, same-ish story, maybe different plot lines here and there. Yeah, you agree, Will? I don't know if you heard that, but she's talking. And after I found out that it's not, that they said it's not a reboot and it's a prequel to the 2008 movie, which has me sincerely confused as to how it could be a prequel. And correct me if I'm wrong, because I just rewatched The Strangers the other day to prep for this. It took place in 2005, despite it coming out in 2008. So you're telling me that this film in 2024 is a prequel to a film in 2008 that takes place in 2005, yet this film has modern cars, modern technology, modern cell phone, and literally everything else modern that you could think of that does not compare to how 2005 would look. So unless we transgressed as a whole and we went back to the Stone Age times in the future, then I have no hope for humanity. So if I am mistaken about this, please correct me, because I am finding this very hard to accept that this is a prequel to that film, because it just does not add up at all. Timeline, anything. Yeah, that's my biggest thing that I have about this. Otherwise, I thought it was boring as hell, because the original Strangers, it had such a good way of building up tension, and it was a slow build up, but it didn't feel unnecessary. It felt the story being told properly, if that makes sense. I hope it does. They had the perfect tension building in that film, and I'm not saying that the story is perfect, because it's not perfect. I mean, no story is perfect, let's be real. If I am comparing it to that film, then this film just does not do that film service, in my opinion. Tension building was not here. It was pretty much given away, like, straight off the bat of what the hell is happening. There was nothing new about the Strangers at all. So if this is a prequel, you should be setting it up to build upon that lore, and they did not. How are you gonna call it a reboot and then literally go word for word, verbatim, what the first film has said? Is Tamara there? No. Are you sure? I think you have the wrong home. Are you sure? Okay. Walks away, same light trick, same thing. What? It literally went word for word, verbatim. It literally had the same exact concept. Literally switch out cigarettes for weed. Literally switch out the backstory of the couple. Literally, it's the same movie otherwise. The Strangers, literally the same design. No. If you're gonna say this is a prequel's supposed to start building on the lore, and this didn't even build on the lore. Let me put it this way. The entire time, I did not jump. I just sat there. I saw this with my mom. She jumped a few times. I sat there literally like, when this is gonna end. And this is the biggest thing that I find is like the kicker of it all, is that, forgive me if I am saying the names wrong, but the ones that play Maya and Ryan is Madeline Pesh and Roy Gutierrez. They have matching red hair. They're beautiful people. That's not the point. They have matching red hair colors though, and the car that they're driving in, I don't know why, but my first thought was, wow, their hair color is clashing with their car color, where it makes it all look like they have all the same tone. And I just kept thinking about that the entire time, which that's not what the movie should be doing to me. I should not be focusing on a detail that came to my head so randomly of like, hey, that was very off-putting. They should have, minor detail in my head, but if I was doing it, I would have had a darker car, so like the hair and their facial features stand out, versus being like flat against the Like, why is my brain thinking about that and not being scared and thinking about these two characters? And this is gonna have 2 other films? Okay. That's what I literally thought about the whole movie. Madeline, she's f***ing gorgeous. Oh my god, that's all, like, she's stunning. I do think she's a good scream queen. I will say that. The acting wasn't bad at all. It was just the whole premise and the whole story. Don't say it's not a reboot when it's literally a reboot. If you said it was a reboot, I'd be more accepting of it, but thinking that this is a prequel? No. That's all I have for non-spoilers. If you saw it, let me know what you thought below. Maybe you had a different opinion. If you enjoyed it, I really want to know why. So please leave a comment below about that. I will really appreciate that if you do. Also follow me on my social medias such as Instagram and my letterboxd. Again, XOXOSunbun. Next review is gonna be Furiosa. Now, I've been seeing some of the reviews about it, and I'm weary. I'm still going in doubtful, to be honest. I think that's the right way to approach this. I thought Mad Max, which I'm going to be doing a rewatch, I thought that was such a beautiful, refreshing piece of cinema that we have gotten within the last few decades. Whew. Like, Tom Hardy, Charlize Theron, that whole cast. So I need to see if Furiosa's gonna live up to that. I love Anya. I feel like she's a little too pretty, so I want to know if she could get gritty. Ooh, that kind of rhymed. So we'll see. That will be my next review. I am going to see If, and I saw the TV Glow as well, but I won't be doing reviews of those. I'll just be doing written reviews. I'll just be doing written reviews of those. So if you want to check those out, make sure you follow my letterboxd for that. Yeah, so that's all I got. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, follow, all of that. Really appreciate it. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Oh my god, now we got 2 of them here. Okay, so we're gonna talk spoilers now. Okay, I'm not gonna really say that much, to be frank. Oh no, I probably will go, because I'm gonna go on a whole ass rant. How are you going to say this is not a reboot when it literally has 0 originality to it? It's literally The Strangers, but in 2024. No lore. The only difference is that this couple really didn't have that mega, like, they didn't have really, like, relationship problems except for being together for 5 years and not being engaged, which, okay. But, you know, versus the first Strangers where, you know, they obviously, which, I mean, to be honest, if you're proposing at someone else's wedding, then karma is a bitch, so you should not propose at someone else's wedding. So anyone out there thinking to propose at someone else's wedding, karma is a bitch. Let me just throw it out there. Don't do it. Anyway, versus the first one where that happens, where they have a disagreement, so it's a very, like, polar dynamic. So you literally just flip-flop that. Okay, then The Strangers, doll face, potato sack face. I almost want to say racist caricature face. I don't know, doll face, there we go. Literally nothing changed about them. Literally fucking same quotes. Is Tamara there? Why are you doing this? Because you were there. Literally same, like they did fucking piano when Liv Tyler plays the piano in the first one. Madeline plays the piano in this one. What happens? The potato sack man plays the freaking tune in both films. Wow, shocker there. Got me shocked there. Wow, I'm really scared now. Same type of premise. Smoking. Oh, cigarettes. Okay, no, we're gonna switch it out. We're gonna smoke some weed with this one to make it so she's, like, seeing things. Okay. Anyway, besides the point. So you're swapping out cigarettes for weed. Okay, so they both are smokers. That plays a factor into things. Liv Tyler's character in the first one ran out of pack of cigarettes. That's why her boyfriend left. Madeline's character in this, her boyfriend in this, she got his inhaler. That's the only different thing that broke. He forgot his inhaler, had to go get his inhaler, and then got food. Blah blah blah. So so both the boyfriends leave their girlfriends home. Anyway, the whole point is Madeline lights up a joint, and then it's literally from there on out the same thing that Liv Tyler does. Madeline shower, or walking around the house. You got Madeline walking around the house. You got the crazy one that says, "Is tomorrow home?" Come back. You have that happen, and then you have literally same premise of potato sack man walking in the house. That's why I did not jump, because I knew what was going to happen. Only thing that was different was just that it was more modern, and that's what pisses me off the most, is that if this is supposed to be a prequel to the 2008 one, zero consistency because everything modern was in this film. And if you're going to do a prequel to a film that takes place in a certain time period, you need to follow with that. There's so many films that were example, like you don't use a cell phone in the film for anything because cell phones are a great indication of what time period you live in. And that's what really threw it off in this. They literally freaking used the cell phone to unlock the car. And it's not even like that alone, it's just from the freaking moment, it's like everything's given away to you. And the whole beginning thing again, like there's some Americans that are, or people die that are murdered, blah blah blah. Like the opening thing, and then like, oh, 7 people have been murdered in the amount of time that you watch. Why? Like, why is that? Like, I know they did that in the original, but why do that if it's a I question this whole, there was just no difference except it feeling modern. Even the town, the little town that they were in, I don't know, maybe maybe my 1.5 star comes from because the acting wasn't bad at all. Frankly, I thought Madeline was actually really good. If anything, she's the only reason why I'm only gonna keep watching it, because I feel like I have to at this point, just to kind of see it through. The acting was good, the cinematography was good. I can't fault it for any of that. It's the story. It's like you retconned everything basically at this point, and then it almost feels as if the original Strangers loses its purpose to me. The original, far from perfect. I give it 3 stars. I'm losing my voice, sorry. To me, 3 stars is like I enjoy it, I will rewatch it type of movie. It's a rewatchable film. This one I cannot see myself seeking out to go watch. I am very disappointed. I didn't go in with high hopes to begin with overall, and I went out leaving with wanting the Strangers to come me throughout that movie. So yeah, how are you not going to build on the Strangers though? Like, that's the whole point, is that we're supposed to understand like why these people are doing it, which I understand. Like, you don't need a reason to murder. People are psychotic like that, I understand. Also, who the hell is answering the door in 2024 and not locking their door and being, so I just remember in 2008 when the original came out, I was 12 years old. I was terrified of horror movies. I was a Disney kid. I did not get into horror films seriously until the pandemic, to be honest. I avoided watching The Strangers and any horror movie. I just remember all the like talk and scare about this. Like, people were terrified to go see it. People were terrified of the story and how it was inspired by true events and blah blah blah, and people were genuinely scared about it, you know. And I mean, to be honest, like, yeah, 2008, that shit's more crazy. Unfortunately, it's an everyday occurrence, but like back then we had less security, more security precautions that people can take these days. I understand the scare behind it for back then does not hold up in my opinion today. And then after watching this one today, I'm like, people are just fucking idiots at the end of the day, aren't we? Half the shit that they did, I'm just like, how? I guess that's just the whole point of horror movies, though. Have stupid actions create stupid consequences. Disappointing. Expected, because there's been some good horror films this year so far. Like, when you get these like lackluster ones, you're kind of like, damn. First you think it's back, and then you go, oh, it's not back. Oh, it's back. Oh, no. Like I said in my previous videos, though, there are a lot of trends happening. Lots of trends. It's literally the same patterns in a lot of these movies that have been coming out. Either same actors, so a lot of actors are having double features or triple features these years. It's very fascinating to me that it's a very, like, I feel niche group of actors that I'm seeing multiples from, which I don't usually see, and at least I don't usually see. Not only that, but there's just like a lot of like similarities that I'm noticing in these films. I hope to eventually, I think I am going to do it officially for the month of May, because I haven't done that many movies as I did in April. April was very much drowning myself in film, and this one I've been taking a little bit breather this month. I will be posting my monthly recaps, basically. I will be posting that starting with the month of May, so that will be coming out in June. So yeah, that's all I have. Like I said earlier, if you saw it, let me know what you thought below. If you liked it, please tell me why. As always, I appreciate it. If you like, comment, subscribe. That way you can stay up to date. You can follow me my social media and my link below. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next one. And if someone knocks on your door and they are asking for Tamara, or if Tamara is home, say yes. And see if they go, can I come in? Or if they see if they just walk away. And you be the judge of that person. If I had to pick which one I would be, potato sack. I would wear a potato sack. There's an ice cream truck in my neighborhood. I think a horror movie's about to begin. Alright, bye.